Boxingego quick hits.
Ego?
Ego, E-G-O, Boxingego.
Boxy, BOXYEGO.com.
Did you spell it?
She spelled that shit.
Word on the street is the misunderstanding has been rectified and Floyd Mayweather is back fighting Nasukawa on New Year's Eve. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We work, and also big up to the channel members who support the channel in an incredible way. Loads of stuff coming for you guys. Now, I gotta admit, this whole saga with Floyd Mayweather and RIZIN 14 and all this, it's becoming almost overwhelming. Like, there's a lot going on, right? There was rumors that Floyd, he was like, what are the odds that he's gonna try to get in the cage in MMA, and then they kind of fizzled out, and we didn't really hear anything from Floyd Mayweather to substantiate or support that would be the case. And then randomly he posted a picture with RIZIN gloves, MMA gloves on, and he said something like RIZIN. And later that day we found out why, and they announced they had this like spur of the moment type of press conference. You didn't see Steven Espinoza, Leonard Ellerbe, or regular people that are associated with Floyd's fights there. And then they had the Japanese RIZIN team, and they had this fighter Nasukawa, 20-year-old, 23-year-old, whatever age he is, young, and they said this is the kid he's fighting. You know, bantam. He fought from like bantamweight to 135 or whatnot, and Floyd was supposed to fight him in a special bout. So people felt whatever type of way. Then the fight was announced through Floyd's Instagram, you know, his verified Instagram. He said there was a misunderstanding, and I'm back at home in the States. Fight's canceled. You know, wires were crossed. I was told one thing, and they had this big elaborate press conference with a new set of rules, and this is not what I signed up for, basically. So he backed out of the fight, or announced that the fight wouldn't happen. Now the rumor is the fight is happening, and it's not a verified page, but the guy that was at the table for RIZIN, he's like one of the heads of RIZIN Corporation or whatever in Japan. He says misunderstanding with Floyd Mayweather has been solved. He will face Nasukawa in RIZIN 14 ring on December 31st, New Year's Eve. I will speak to you at a press conference when you return to Japan. So I don't know. This is not a verified page, but that's the latest rumor. That's what people are saying. They're saying the fight's back on. And Floyd did do an interview with TMZ, you know, and in the TMZ interview, he basically said, oh yeah, it's gonna happen or something. He says, like, you know, talked about no kicking, and you know, you guys could find the TMZ interview. I did a video about that too. So I don't know what's happening. You know, it's getting like, you know how people said it was a circus from the beginning. It's becoming a circus in the terms of like, it's hard to figure out what's going on, who's saying what is the real reason. You know, some people speculate. You know, the one thing I do like about this is the man fans, the casuals, the people that hate Floyd, like their intent are like, it keeps coming out who they are. Like their character is now being shown, because whatever is happening, Floyd's playing games or whatever, it's caused them to say a plethora of different things in a small frame of time. That's what I do like, because it's fun to sit back and laugh at. For example, when Floyd announced that he was fighting this, people did research and they said, oh, this kid, he's a bantamweight. He fought no higher than 135. Floyd fought Conor McGregor at 154. You know, he's a 147 pounder. Floyd is cherry picking. This is what they said. They said Floyd's cherry picking. He's picking on a smaller guy, a guy who's young, inexperienced, he's green, and we don't even know the rule set. So this is bullshit. Bullshit. This is what they said, right? Cherry pick. But then when Floyd Mayweather took to social media days later after this press conference and said, hey, you know, this was not what I signed up for. The fight's off. I'm back at home now. You know, I didn't want to throw people for a loop or, you know, be the bearer of bad news, but fights off. Then those same people came out and they said Floyd was ducking Nasukawa. You know, they all of a sudden they said he was a cherry pick, and they said he was ducking Nasukawa, right? They said, oh, this is bullshit. You know, this is why it shouldn't happen, and they had all these reasons why it shouldn't happen. But then when the fight was canceled, all of a sudden they said he was chicken shit. He was ducking Floyd, or he was ducking Nasukawa. He's yellow belly, and you know he knew he was gonna get destroyed. So now, if the fight is back happening, then these dudes are gonna look crazy, because for a third time they're gonna be faced and met with contradiction, and they're gonna have to go back to their initial standpoint of this guy's a cherry pick and Floyd's always looking for the easy way out, and you know, Floyd's, I don't know what he's doing, but that shit is funny because these fans went from saying it was a cherry pick and Floyd waits for the weakest person, and then when the fight was canceled they said, you know what, Floyd's ducking this kid. So now if the fight is back on like it's rumored, you guys seen this picture in this post, right? If the fight's back on, now they're going to be faced with another inconsistent thought process, and they're going to have to go back to their original and say, oh, this is bullshit, I'm not watching this, and who wants to see it? And listen, the funny thing is this, people always say who wants to watch it, who wants to see Floyd versus Conor McGregor or whatever. Okay, then why did it break records? Why did it do 4 million plus, 4.3, 4.4 million pay-per-view buys if nobody wants to see this, right? They said this with Berto. Oh, this is a travesty. Floyd ruined his legacy. It's a wrap for Floyd. Floyd. Who wants to see this Berto shit? Well, how come Golovkin has never done Floyd versus Berto numbers, let alone his bigger events, but Floyd versus Berto numbers, and he's supposed to be a star, and the only time he's done greater than that, he's never done greater without Canelo, who was also basically had to team up with another guy who was the A side. But the two pay-per-views where Golovkin had, where he was the pay-per-view star, you know, Abel Sanchez says this is the style that people like to see, Mexican style, and this, that, and the third. Then how come Golovkin hasn't outsold Floyd versus Berto unless he's teamed up and been the B side to Canelo? But when he was the A side versus David Lemieux, or he's the A side versus Daniel Jacobs, then those fights haven't even done the numbers that Berto Mayweather did. So it's just funny, you know, the haters, they're gonna hate me. As far as this fight, I don't really give a shit about it. You know, it's kind of all over the place, and according to Floyd in the TMZ interview, is no kicking, so I don't really care if it happens or it doesn't happen, but I do take joy in watching the man fans scramble to find their next excuse. Let me know what you guys think. You know, me, I'm just kind of over it. If he's gonna fight this kid, let's see it, I'll watch it. You know, but he's making it sound like real light on that TMZ interview. Exhibition, 3-minute rounds, no kicking. You know, it was basically boxing. You know, so I don't know. I don't think that's that much of a threat. You know, unless this kid just got hands like that, and he just, you know, comes with some crazy arsenal of punches, and, you know, Floyd age caught up with him or something. But let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.